Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Sunday service for the first Sunday in October of 2025. Today's talk is about the 5 sacred minutes. Now, there's 2 times a day that are actual crucial to our well-being. It's the first thing in the morning and the last thing before you go to bed at night. The first 5 minutes of your day are crucial because they actually set the tone for everything that follows, mentally, emotionally, and even physically. And here's why they matter and what makes them so important. First and foremost, it's mental priming. Your brain is highly suggestible when you first wake up, and whatever you feed it, thoughts, emotions, information, will most likely shape your mindset for the whole rest of the day. And it actually creates your emotional baseline. Emotions that you feel early on often become your default setting for the day. You start with stress or negativity, and that follows you throughout the day. Start with calm or purpose, and you're actually better prepared to handle whatever challenges comes up. And the other thing is the actions you take immediately after waking up, scrolling through your phone, going and snoozing again, stretching, meditating, can actually become powerful habits over time, either helpful or harmful. And your body naturally has a cortisol spike first thing in the morning, making you more alert, but it's also more vulnerable to stress. And how you respond in those first 5 minutes determines whether it helps or hinders you. Now, small wins early on in the morning, like making your bed, drinking water, actually create psychological momentum, and they prime you to keep achieving throughout the day. So, what do you actually do the first 5 minutes of your day? Now, ideally, it's what we need to do. And you don't need a full morning routine right away. It's just focus on 5 basic things. So, for the first minute of your day, breathe deeply. Just take deep, 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 slow breaths in and out. And this grounds your nervous system and clears the grogginess that's actually in your body. It starts your body to come awake. And then create a positive thought or gratitude. And what this does is it triggers a positive mindset. For example, wow, I'm grateful I woke up healthy today. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful day. Oh, I feel so alive. And it doesn't matter really how you're actually feeling or thinking or whatever, but just to start those positive thoughts. And for the whole first 5 minutes, avoid your phone, avoid your computer, avoid anything that takes you outside of that inner connection with Source. And hydrate. I know for most of us, the first thing we do when we wake up is we've got to run to the bathroom. Well, after you do that, take a drink of water and then sit down and start this process. And then set an intention. What is your intention for the day? And this isn't about outside goals. This is about inside goals. This is about going within. I'm going to stay more connected to Source. I'm going to be more loving today. I'm going to not interrupt others when they're speaking. I'm going to fully listen with my whole being. So, some of the things to avoid when you're in those first 5 minutes, is checking your notifications or emails, because this can create instant stress or comparison, or, oh my God, I've got to get going, this push, push, push to get going for your day. And try not to go back to sleep. If you've had 7, 8, 9 hours of sleep, or even 4 or 5 or whatever, if you wake up and you feel awake, just get up. Because going back to sleep, if you've really had several hours of sleep, actually confuses your sleep cycle and it increases your grogginess. And definitely no self talk, because whatever you tell yourself in those first few minutes becomes your internal soundtrack for the whole day. You know, the bottom line is the first 5 minutes aren't about productivity, they're about control, taking control of your mind before the world takes control of it. And even one small intentional act, like sitting up, taking your deep breaths, saying something kind for yourself, can dramatically shift your whole entire day. So here's a simple 5 minute morning routine. The first minute, you get up. If you have to go to the restroom, use the restroom. Get your drink of water. But then sit up on a chair, stand up, and close your eyes and take 3 deep, slow breaths. Just inhale through your nose for the count of 4, hold for 4, and then exhale slowly for 5, 6 breaths. And do that 3 or 4 times. And what this does, it actually calms your nervous system and clears away the sleep fog. Now, the next couple minutes, just silently say 1 or 2 things that you're grateful for. I'm grateful for having had this beautiful place to sleep in. I'm grateful for my body that is carrying me through the day. I'm grateful for the work I do. It doesn't matter. Whatever you can come up with, first 3 or 4 things. What am I grateful for? And then say one grounding affirmation. I am here. I am capable. Today is mine to shape. Whatever affirmation you want to say for the day. And what this does is it actually shifts your mind away from the stress and into appreciation. And if you haven't already had a drink of water, take a full glass of water and slowly drink it down, really being grateful for the water that you're taking in. And of course, hydration boosts our alertness, our mood, our digestion, and it reverses overnight dehydration. The one thing people don't understand is if you've gone several hours sleeping, you're not taking water in, but your body has a tendency to perspire, even slightly during the night. So you're actually losing hydration and you need to rehydrate your body. And then for 30 to 60 seconds, do some light stretching or movement. Nothing heavy duty. Don't go out and grab the weights. Don't go out and do the run. Do just about 1 minute or so of just light stretching. Do your neck rolls, your shoulder shrugs, your standing toes touches, a few squats, stretching your arms overhead. And this signals your body that it's time to wake up. And it actually energizes your whole blood flow. And the last minute, set an intention. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be today? What type of day do I want to have for myself? And how can I express the love that's in me? And you can just say, today I'm going to be focused. Today I'll speak with kindness. Today I will stay calm under pressure. Today I will connect more and more fully to the love I am and share that with the world. And this actually gives your day a direction beyond just all the tasks that you have written down in your mental paper list of the 10, 12, 15 things you need to do. And that's it, basically for 5 minutes. You've calmed your mind, you focused your energy, you've nourished your body, you set a purpose, and you haven't even checked your phone yet. Now, the other 5 minutes of the day was something that I heard in a YouTube by Wayne Dyer. And he said the last 5 minutes a day are important because they can set the tone for your subconscious mind overnight and influence how you feel, think, and act the next day. And so that's why those few minutes matter more than people realize. So the first thing is you're programming your subconscious. What you think about right before sleep can sink deep into your subconscious. Whether it's gratitude, stress, anger, calm, your brain continues to process it while you sleep. Why does that matter? Positive, intentional thoughts before sleep can help with emotional regulation, our mindset, and even problem solving by morning. I know Edgar Casey was one that said if you set a question into your mind and you're literally asking the universe, can you help me with this problem? Here's my problem. Help me to solve it and go to sleep. He said the vast majority of times you will have a dream solving that problem for you. And of course, doing something right before sleep can affect your sleep quality. So watching movies that are filled with anxiety and all this, drama and everything, or screen time or mental clatter in those final minutes can disrupt your sleep cycle. So a peaceful, reflective routine helps you fall asleep faster and sleep deeper because better sleep means better memory, focus, mood, and health. And there's always, at that point of the day, it's called a reset opportunity. You get a chance to review your day, acknowledge your wins, and let go of any negativity. It's like closing the emotional and mental tabs in your brain. So, why does that matter? Because it helps you, one, to avoid burnout, rumination, and it helps to start fresh the next day with clarity. So, there's some real simple, powerful habits that we can get into at the end of the day, like writing down 3 things you're grateful for, setting one goal for tomorrow, you know, taking those slow, deep breaths in right before you get ready to go to bed, meditating for a little while, saying affirmations or prayers if they're spiritual prayers, but prayers of gratitude. So small rituals done right before bed and consistently can compound into a big personal growth over time. And one of the things that Wayne Dyer said, the last 5 minutes of the day are a hidden lever for better sleep, stronger mindset, and emotional clarity. So here's some things you can do during those 5 minutes. So for the first minute, sit down or lie comfortably. Do those same deep breaths that I talked about for the morning routine. In through your nose for 4 seconds, but this time not to hold it, but just out through your mouth for 4 or 5 or 6 seconds. 3, 4, 5 times, these nice deep breaths in and out. And let your body relax. No screen time. And actually, they say no screen time for about an hour to an hour and a half before bed actually resets your brain. And then you can mentally say, the day is done. I release it. Or thank you for this day. Thank you for all that's been given to me. And that's the gratitude check. So for the next minute, just think of 3 things you're grateful for today. Or if you journal, write them down. Big or small, doesn't matter. If you tried out a new cafe or had a really good cup of coffee, wow, I had a good cup of coffee. I finished that task. I laughed with a friend. I I did an extra 5 minutes of walking, whatever it was. Just 3, 4 things to be grateful for. And during the third minute, let go of the day. So just ask yourself, what do I need to release? Was it a mistake you made, a worry, an unfinished task? You can just say, it's okay. I'll try again tomorrow. It's okay. Yeah, I made a mistake. But you know what? Believe me, 50 years from now, there's probably not anybody that's going to remember that mistake you made. So take a deep breath and let it go. And you can actually visualize the stress or the thing or whatever it is just floating away like a cloud. Or you can put it all into a big balloon and just let the balloon float off. And then during your fourth minute, set an intention for tomorrow. What's one thing I want to feel or do tomorrow? I want to stay calm. I'll finish that task. I want to love more tomorrow. I want to love myself more tomorrow. I want to smile more tomorrow. I want to see the joy in life tomorrow. Whatever it is. And, so many times with these goal setting workshops we take, it's always about the thing you have to do. That's not what this is about. This is about your internal system. How do you want to feel during the day tomorrow? How much do you want to share the love of Source during your day tomorrow? This is an internal thing, and how much you can share that love and life of God. And you can just say it clearly in your mind. You can write it down. Doesn't matter, but be real clear. And then your final minute of your 5 minutes, create a positive affirmation or a prayer, as long as it's a prayer of gratitude. Like, wow, I did my best today. I'm so proud of myself. I am safe. I am calm. I am enough. Or any other short prayer or mantra you like. You can whisper it. You can just repeat it silently for yourself. And before you even start that, you can do some light stretching, some gentle music, some soundscape, some aromatherapy, some journaling. So thank you so much for being here, listening to this talk today. I love you all. Have a beautiful week.